Hi friends, got a video slightly earlier in the day than usual. I think I would now have to get up, I'm trying to determine what's the best time to avoid this shadow. One day I might be able to figure out that answer. By the end of 30 inks, which will be, won't matter for next 30 inks because, sun moving through the sky, etc. I treated myself to milk foam. So yummy. Here is Da Vinci Glow. Did not enjoy writing in my journal with that last night. Just the right / wrong shade. Bless you. Oh my gosh. Hold on one moment. Just the right shade to make it more difficult to read on cream paper in low light. But we expected that, right? I certainly did. However, let's get ahead. Okay. Side bust really quick. Last night I used my loop that I use for pens, which I now includes just reading nib sizes, to check the tension on my fabric because it's so difficult to see. The thread does a pretty good job of disappearing in there. Anyway, so if you have any stories of using pin tools to do other things, I'd love to hear them. Okay, so I just am looking at all the inks, even though I've been doing them by not looking. Do I have any others that are I can't see this? I think we have one more that I can't see, so I'm going to move that out of the way so I don't pick it. Then I'm going to look away. I'm looking that way, and the ink is that way. And picking an ink, and it is Portuguese Meteor, glistening. Exciting. I think we're going to want one of these pens here. What are my Twisbies? Probably the mint. Maybe the Amazonite. I mean, that looks pretty close. What size nib did I get this fellow in? Medium? I have my loop handy. Let's just check. Medium. What do we have in a broad? Is my mint a broad? Yeah. So we'll use the mint because it's a broad. Cool. And we haven't looked at this page in a little bit. Ooh, remember the 30 pinks? I do. It's delightful. Here's this while I give this a roll. So pretty. Interesting that I've gotten 2 of the shimmering inks already, because if I recall correctly, there's only 3, leaving just one more. A gorgeous one, Milky Way, if I think I have that right. Being the one sample I felt like I had to force upon Amanda. Not that she was like, no, but I felt like I didn't want to take no for an answer because I just thought it seemed like such Amanda ink. Though, isn't that one of the ones that won, so to speak? I think so. Christmas Star looks great in this sunlight. I'm remembering somebody asked about how it shows up in the writing and how easy it is or hard to read. I seem to remember it doing pretty well. It's like one of those things you never remember. Gives me ages. Yeah, it's pretty legible. Even at night in more dim light, it was pretty legible. Paper. What happened to my little whatchamacallits? Did I use them for something and put them away? I shouldn't have. I've been sewing. Let me pause. I've been sewing and they were actually in use for sewing things. So, I'm going to do this first, I think. It's neat seeing how the shimmer doesn't travel up at all. Of course it doesn't. Okay, it's going. After this video is done, in fact, I'm going to get back to my sewing. It's kind of a pain right now. I have to completely clear off my desk of my machines. Ideally, I would have a standard place that I could leave this set up and or my machine set up. Twisby Eco Tea Mint Broad Nib. This is beautiful to me. Simply beautiful. Use my big old tea mug to protect us from the splat. That's the tail of the Meteor. Perfect. Almost cleaned my syringe off in the chromatography water, which is what I usually do, but not while it's still chromatography eating. Here it is, by the way. Lovely. Might have gotten too much into the water. Sip of tea. This is so beautiful. I think I'm gonna love this. My hope. Random chance served me well today. We have plans for today, but I don't know what we're going to end up doing. How come I'm writing Twisby Go? Who knows? And I wrote broad up there. What is happening? Thinking about my plans, obviously. There's stuff going on that we didn't know about earlier that we might want to go be a part of. And also there's this new Korean grocery store that sounds really interesting. Plus, I may have found, I'm trying to save my money and not buy stuff, but I also want to like go sit outside because this is the time of year for it. And I think I found a chair for outside. So I might go get it. We'll see. Anyway, this is so lovely. The pin is not the perfect match, but it's good enough. And it has a broad nib. So that's a perfect match. Oh, I didn't pull the card. Beautiful. Wait, there must have been 4 shimmering inks if this is one and Milky Way's another. I can count. Who says I can't? I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.